Dayton, Forest Discovery Program Director here at Heartland Forest.
And I'm Kira Moratz, an outdoor and wildlife educator here at Heartland as well.
Heartland Forest Pollinator Trail is laid out through our wet meadow. Come join us for a walk on this pollinator trail as we look for insects busy pollinating our flowers.
Honeybees are the most important managed pollinator in Canada, but one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that honeybees are actually not native to Canada. Honeybees were actually introduced in the 1600s after European settlement.
So what exactly is pollination? Pollination is the movement of pollen within a flower or from one flower to another by animals, the wind, or by water.
So what exactly is a pollinator? Well, pollinators are the animals that help to pollinate our flowering plants. Pollinators primarily include bees, flies, butterflies, moths, and other insects. But birds, bats, and other animals can also be pollinators. Now, pollinators help to pollinate over 90% of all flowering plants. That's astounding. Isn't that crazy, Lisa?
That is amazing. We really need pollinators.
We really do.
Butterflies are actually not that great at pollinating compared to other insects. They have nice long legs so they can avoid getting covered with pollen. Bees have specialized structures that actually help them collect pollen.
In Ontario, we're home to more than 800 species of native bees. Now, most of our native bees are known as solitary bees. What this means is that these bees live alone and that they don't live in hives. A few examples of our solitary bees include leafcutter bees, mason bees, bumblebees, and carpenter bees, like this guy right here. Lisa, let's take a closer look.
Our carpenter bees will make nest homes in wood. They drill a beautifully round hole in the wood, and the female will go back down into the wood, and it'll be in an L shape, and she'll lay her egg in there. So this one here is a male. I can tell because he's got this white nose here. He's got his mandibles out as well. I know it's a carpenter bee and not a bumblebee because he has this shiny abdomen. The bumblebees will have a fuzzy hair-like coating over that, so it won't look fuzzy, or it won't look shiny and bald like this here. It's pretty cold today, so he's just holding on for dear life here. Another cool fact about being able to identify this little guy as a male is that he does not have a modified ovipositor or stinger. So the male cannot sting me. Although this guy, being a carpenter bee, has a very large mandibles or front jaws. So I'm not actually going to hold him.
The majority of native bees in Ontario actually nest in the ground. They like to nest in these bare open spots like this one we've created here. Now we've actually created this spot to be a ground nesting site for different native bee species. Now, most of these native bees that nest in the ground are solitary bees, and solitary bees are actually less likely to sting you than a honeybee because they're actually not defending a hive because they live on their own.